Oh my god. Oh my god. Fix your schedule, dude. There is no schedule going on. There is no schedule. You know what? There is a schedule. I try to stream every game when it's best for everybody else. It's never my schedule, Dodo. You know, how do you get on my schedule, huh? Well, damn bitch. Get back here. Get back here. Son of a bitch. Tired of these fucking bots. There's so many, dude. Like, there's no way all these people in this fucking user list are fucking actively watching, dude. There's a few people. Oh. Let's hope clicking on people's names doesn't cause any issues like it used to. I don't know how long that lasts. I didn't want to type out every fucking name. I was already doing that earlier today. You'd imagine Twitch would have got it fixed. Maybe being able to click on somebody's name and then not fucking getting like access to something. How the fuck that ever worked, man. Alright, well there's 100 people banned, or 100 bots banned. Luckily there's lists online where people like actually have them labeled so I don't end up banning somebody who's actually a friend. When I'm sitting there, like the entire list is like bots, man. Not that they're all gone by any means. if banning them doesn't just remove them from your chat, who knows. Anyways, where were we going? We was going somewhere. Stargazer? I think we're going to Stargazer. Fucking gotta fix your schedule. Stream at the worst times of the night. Fix it. Okay, let's get into it, man. I don't know how much we have left. It feels like quite a bit still. I mean, we're not even in crossbow yet, but might be entering soon. I mean, we kind of have all the mysteries. No, I mean, not exactly figured out. We have a lot of them figured out. I would say, if I have any issue with where the story's gone, is that it kind of segues into the typical endgame, JRPG endgame, almost a little too completely, too early. That makes sense. I feel like instead of, you know, pretty much the moment you get to the top of Michelin, they just explain everything and then it's just action from there. Maybe they could have left some of it a mystery. Just showed you a few things. Something was up in the air, you know. And then they revealed a little bit more as we went. Like maybe once we got into Crossbell, you'd get a little bit more, and you'd find out the full extent of what's happening. I think the game like so expertly handles the pace and all these different threads for so long that I joked about it throughout the whole game. We're gonna, you know, it's got to get to the point where I'm fighting a demon with 6-pack pulsating atoms, right? Like it's just got to happen. So no matter what, it's gonna get there at some point. It's like it's more just like how it gets there. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying it. I still have a lot of fun with it. I think it's good. I'm into the, you know, the adventure action going on now. But I do think if they could have smoothly, maybe kept some of the mysteries going, some of the mystery of what was going on in Crossbow a little bit. Who was doing it to a certain extent. Like maybe we got an idea of something going on, like maybe maybe we don't ever talk to Croy. He doesn't talk to us in the Skype call. The Ouroboros people don't talk to us in the Skype call. It's just Maribel, and then Arios is doing weird shit, and they don't explain everything, but then we slowly start to figure it out as we're trying to get back into Crossbow and stop what's happening. Because Kaya's missing and they've taken her. That would be fine. I think they kind of are a little too upfront, and it's like really blunt, and like kind of removes a lot of like the magic, but some of that atmosphere they're building, that mystery atmosphere. Maybe I shouldn't in the first 8 minutes of the stream throw out the big conversation thing, but I was just thinking about it when I was out eating at the store. We're getting food now. I guess I was eating in the parking lot. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. It's not a oh, I just feel good, I hate it, oh good. No, I still think it's excellent, but like I feel like what makes it so excellent, other than just the attention to the amount of dialogue, attention to detail and stuff, was kind of the pacing. And I feel like they kind of flub it a bit so that they can get into JRPG land. I don't think there's anything wrong with JRPG land, but I mean, it was a similar problem maybe I had with the end of Trails 2 almost. That it was a little bit better because it was, you know, less of a mystery, Mars Bell. Okay. Mada. Yeah, I kinda wonder what these other chests, what level they're at. Maybe I should just save it, but I want to get that instacast water one. Right how far back this is. I should have just went and finished that. It's not like it's gonna make a big difference, and let's be real. I mean, some of those chests are like level 100. So we're not getting those done, probably. Oh well, we'll go take a peek. Yeah, and like I don't mean to say like I'm not interested in what's going on right now. I very much am. Like I said, I've kind of just, you know, segued into this feeling where we're getting everybody back and we're building up the boys and we're gonna take it back and they're trying to decide what's all right and wrong and stuff. It's still solid stuff. Yeah, I think that tight pace and how the mystery kind of works its way in, if you will, or they reveal it, you know, in bits. Oh. Probably could have kept that going. I feel like the big driving force is supposed to be KO over almost everything. I feel like you could have still had that and then had the mystery going on. Okay, let's see where this thing is here. I don't remember where it is. I really wish it wasn't in here. Oh, found it. Oops, I did not read what it was. Well, let's hope it's not a big deal. This is the time to do it though, and we have first. Okay, I think we're able to do it. The one I'm after. You'd imagine there's one of these for every single element, but I don't think I have a hidden chest for every single element. Maybe just get some as you go. Not sure. Or some dungeons I've not been in. So there's one on Knox Road, one at Tangram. One of these is level 100. I think it's the Knox Forest Road one. Tangram, I'm not sure, but I don't even know if we can get in there right now. So I am not going to even think about it. We're just going to go straight to Stargazer and go meet the big waifu. Looking forward to it.
しゃあ固めされるぞ。
まだまだいける。
I think these nerds are running away from me as well. The high level guys. Pretty juiced at this point. Not 100, I guess we'll get to 100. I want to see what's in that chest. Although you probably don't have to be 100 to get through that chest. I mean, we still got, I'm sure, our final dungeons. That's after this dungeon. For all I know, it will naturally end at almost max, which is cool. I like when it goes all the way. X.
白い人
大きいな。
データベースで見かけたリベールの異変で結社が使用し
ヴァンガードだったかな。高性能。
ヴァンガード F3、我が敵機体が運用している特別に調整された機体です。
あなたは
鋼の聖女。
無事カンパネルラの守りを突破したようですね。この宿業の塔では我が隊が相手を務めましょう。まずは彼らの守りを突破してみせな。話はそれからです。
全力で蹴っ。
よし上げていこうぜ。
Oh, sh-
ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな。
行くぞ。
they don't have that much health. I'll probably still do it anyways.
全力全開。行くぞ。
OK です。電池ネット
任せろ。
任せてくれ。
行きます。デミガンナーソリュートン。これで一安心です。
Try not to use too much resources. I mean, I'm assuming we're gonna go to the whole tower, but
資格はある。塔の要所は敵機体の大使たちが覚悟と決意を持って。
敵機体。甲冑をまとった娘たちか。
the Growls Ritter, the Stall Ritter.
結社の中でも最強一人一人がレギオンに迫ると思っ。
確かに相当。
エリーさん。
何か。
鋼の聖女。
そいつは確かに。
Oh, I'm very curious myself. She almost seems like she's some kind of ancient something or other.
隠している。
聖杯騎士団でも素顔と素性。
犯罪歴があるからといった単純な理由で。
そうだな。そのあたりも彼女の言葉じゃないけど。
はい。
It is him. Once you finish exploring the tower, you'll be temporarily unable to freely travel to other areas of Crossbow. Okay. Okay. big things will happen. Oh shit. Steins Gate read. Oh, you're taking a little break on science adventure. Oh, I guess you took a little break.
データ収集を開始します。へい、戦闘終了。やれやれです。
やれやれです。
ストッストッ
行くぜ。はっはっ、ちょろいぜ。
True enough.
よし、やったぞ。
Meteor Breaker. Nice. Yeah, I don't know when I'll get to that one. I will, but it'll be a little bit.
やったやっとやった。
先生可能。
チャンスだ。
始めましょう。
畳みかけるぞ。
あいさ。
Yeah. There's certain games and I imagine rereads, of course. Chevalier rank up, yo. I'd have that attribute for sure, which is nice. Not that I watch many things and play games, but I do sometimes, very rarely. I could probably count on one hand over like the last decade I have. But it's nice when I do it. It's very relaxing. Play like an MMO or a game with kind of just like mindless shit going on, or fully focus on a game. I definitely get a different kind of emotional reaction from games probably because I'll be streaming maybe. Anywho, yeah. Definitely easier to multitask. Kaleido boots. I do like replaying shit on stream though too. You get a very different kind of conversation, I guess. You already know the game and you care about spoilers and you got more experience on something. Like easier to aim conversation. People know what they can talk about and all that.
待っていたぞ。敵機体が大使アリアンロード様の命に見知りおきね。
特務支援か話し合
湿地帯の時はいささか未熟にも感じたが。
Yeah, for sure. I've never reread a VN. If I reread any VN, I suppose it's by going through other people. Sure, Nagase will probably be an exception. I've thought about rereading some on stream, but all three science adventures I just read more than it. Yeah, we'll see how I think of it. Like that, I mean, I've only watched the anime.
今のお前たちならばアリアンロード様の前に我がハルバードで
望むと
敵機体の大使相手なら
いざ。強そうに みんな気をつけて。
分かった
了解です。
任せてくれ。行くぞ。これが俺の全力だ。メテオ
Super taunt face. Break up! I love it, dude. He yells every single one of them. It's amazing.
私の番ね。今だ。クロスミラージュ。
Man, the debuffs did not work. Nice, Randy.
エニグマクロ。
行くぜ。
Did some good damage.
おっしゃ。
Let these rock.
くらえベルゼルガー。あれだ。登場しろ。
行きます。
And you got that fucking sick, nasty damage, man.
行きます。お願い。はい。
任せてくれ。えいはっ。
任せろ。はっ。
行きます。エニグマクロ。
任せてくれ。やっはっ。
行くぜ。はっ。
えはい。それ。
よし。えっはっ。
俺の番だな。
さてリミットを解除します。
了解。
おっしゃ。
任せて。
行くぜ。はっ。100年早いっつの。
見事約束通りだが後に控え慢心せずに。
気配をロスト。
ああ、彼女の噂は。
でも全力を尽くせば
ああ。
やっぱり何かが引っかかるよう
You can't shake this feeling. What's going on here? What is it? Maybe your mother up there or something? What's the deal now?
ステアえっテアステア。
な。さあ始めましょうか。
行くぞ。
私の番そこです。
行くぜ。はっ。はっ。ちょろいぜ。
What's the feel, man?
ステア。行くぞ。えっはっ。
行きます。そこです。任せてや。
行くぜ。
任せてくれて。
はい、へい。させてや。
そこだ。
世話
行くぜ。ま、こんなもんかね。
I don't know if she'll level up on the way up. I can pray, but I won't. I don't think we're gonna get a heal on the way back.
敵
Oh,
出現。やっちゃいましょう。
got some friends.
デミガンマンソリュー
おっしゃ。
俺の番だな。
えみんな頑張りました。
俺の番だな。
行くぞ。行くぞ。
さてエニグマクロや
サン
えや行きます。デミガンマンソリュー
よし。
行くぜ。はっちょろいぜ。
I think I've been here. Take the orb. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've been in this room before. The biggest problem with like Escathon is like it's really expensive. And it doesn't do like that much more damage for how expensive it is. Like it's pretty juicy, but have to put these on like the scale or something. Interesting. I could probably afford to give her a little something, but it's the nice thing about melee is I don't really have to worry about their mana.
やっと。
ごきげん敵機体が対しこんな場所から二人目の行く地アイネスを退けるなんてここは
手加減は
立ちふさがるのなら
There we go.
我が陣をかいくぐりアリアン
あの弓は厄介だ。
了解。危険度大手強いです。
分かった。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。
さてとさあ全力で行くわよ。
了解。
サン
行きます。デミガンマンソリュート
任せて
Yeah, she could just use CP to heal people and shit, so not really a huge deal. And if she ran out of shit, you'd be totally fine.
任せろ。
私の番ね。みんな頑張った。行きます。試練チャンス。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。
リカバーこれで大丈夫。私の番ね。
俺の番だな。任せてくれ。
俺の番だ。
Oop, I thought that was gonna auto target him a bit.
私の番です。
俺の
任せて。
She's here.
リカバーこれで大丈夫。さてと。
チャンスだ。
俺の番だ。
I gotta resist my buffs, my debuffs.
行くぜ。俺の番だ。
はい。永遠システム理想空絶対勝利ゼロ。さてと。みんな頑張った。
おっしゃ。
You can just spam that so good, man.
リカバーこれで大丈夫。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。やってや。
ええ。砕け散れ。
よし。行くぞ。よし。もう大
In
丈夫。
that fight, we got a lot of crits, man. I'll not deny that. There's a lot of crits we could pop in there.
参ったわね。後でドゥバリーに睨まれてしまう。さて、私たちの筆頭だけあって心して。
ああ、まさかガレスに
でも上から弓を律儀にも降りてきます。
やっぱり誇りた。
そうね。古風というまるで中世の騎士道を血で言ってるみたいだわ。
Knights of the Middle Ages. That's one thing. Is like, they've been alive since then, or do they just take after it?
言われ
I
て
mean,
み
this spear is supposed to be something from way back in
色
the
も
day.
らずに本当にそこ。
まあとにかく次で手下はラストみたいだ。相当手強そうだが気合を入れるしかねえだろう。
ああ。
行きましょう。みんなチャンスよ。
チャンスだ。よし。上出来だ。
お疲れ様。
But like, okay, we just got the level up. I was like, but can I get a level up? Got my juice back, my mojo, if you will.
行くぞ。
俺の番だ。ま、こんなもんかね。
Where my fucking mojo at?
チャンスだ。よし。上出来だ。
お疲れ様。
Seven Dragons armor. Men only. Okay. And these fights last long enough for me to get my goddamn CP. Try to sit in one of these fights a little longer, maybe.
一気に行くぞ。
俺の番だな。ぜーはあ
Okay,
100
why
年
not?
早いっつうの。よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。俺の番だな。
チャンスです。
It's hard to just deny
デ
the
ータが取れました。
the big hit, man. Dark Impulse.
よっしゃ畳みかけるぞ。行くぜ。
私の番ね。エニグマ
行くぜ。
駆動。
ありがとうございました。
行くぞ。
行きます。
Roll it back up.
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。
電磁ネット投射。
That's exactly what this guy needs. Less speed.
さて
行くぜ。
そこだ。任せてくれ。
さて
任せて。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
行くぜ。ぜーおうしこの調子で行くぞ。
Oh,
ステア。
はい。
任せろ。はっおととい来やがれってな。
チャンスだ。よし。よし。上出来だ。
oh, they actually gave me a deal. Ain't that grand. We're gonna actually fight the lady?
みんな気をつけて。
I really don't want to have to use anything.
俺の番だな。ほらよ。
はい。
Now we could use this
そこだ。
and then advance the turn here.
さてと。時々砕け散れ。
そこだ。そこだ。
はい。
よし。ステア。
任せろ。
さてそこです。
任せろ。はっ
私の番ね。
よし。
はい。
任せてくれ。
俺の番だ。はっうっしゃいい感じだぜ。
Pluto Bell. I'll get in another fight with Randy. He's one of the few who can like open up with like a full
チャンスだ。
like, salvo, max buff,
よし。上出来だ。
AoE. All I gotta do is hit like 2 dudes on the way back.
スト。スト。
私の番だ。
行くぜ。はっ
私や。
よし。
行くぜ。ぜ
私の番です。撤退をデータ収集を中断します。
That works. Don't need the XP, man. I was like, I don't want to have to waste anything just to get that guy's insta death turn gone. Okay. Now we can actually fight whoever this is.
まさかここまでたどり、まったく二人とも何をしていたのか。
She doesn't seem as honorable.
敵機体が大使アイネスとエンネアを退けたのアリアンロード様のところに
There she
はこれ以
is.
上いざ。何ですの。いえ人というので。
意外と可愛らしいっつうか微笑ましいっつうか。
可愛らしい。いいでしょう。
これは
なんて陶器。
She's emanating sheer power.
神速のとくと味わいやがれですわ。
来るぞ。
全力で撃。強そう。みんな気をつけて。
I keep forgetting to move Randy, man.
私
Fucking
の番です
Christ, dude.
そこです。
行くぜ。任せろ。登場しろよ。
任せてくれ。
さてと。電池ネット投射。行きます。
Mirror image.
行くぞ。
任せろ。
私の番です。
I don't know why she was so low health.
私の番ね。
さ
使いました。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。俺の番だな。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
行くぜ。
今のは私の番ね。
ありがとう
使いました。行きます。エニグマ駆動。お願いしよ
行くぜ。バースト発動。
う。OK です。
これで終わりだ。
Oh, he just had to take her.
100年早いっつうの。
Gotcha. was like, man, those are pretty tanky clones.
このような無様。
検定に迫るっていうのも
とんでもねえお嬢さん。
口惜しいですわ。あなたたちは、いえ、この上で待ち受ければ、己の魂と決意をどれだけ剣に込められるか。夢。
He seems to know.
リリーさん、彼女たちの素性。ちょっとみんなを混乱させたくないから。
Yeah. Wait, is this thing? That's definitely the thing. It's not important now, I guess so.
ま、お嬢。しかし、
どうやら屋上の
万全の準備。
あ
Okay, but I need to go get my CP back again.
あ、やってや。よーし、一気に行くぞ。はっ、行くぞ。
チャンスです。皆さん、良いデータが取れました。お疲れ様。
えっと、
みんな、チャンスよ。
Alright, let's do the inspiration phase.
俺の番だな。
行きます。今だわ。
The impassion, excuse me.
ありがとう。さて、
任せてくれ。
任せろ。
はい、
俺の番だな。
私の番ね。
行くぜ。
私の番です。
俺の番だな。
任せて。
俺の番だな。
行きます。
行くぞ。
手こずは
任せろ。
私の番です。私の番ね。
任せろ。
行くぞ。
さて、えい、さて
行くぞ。
と、お返しよ。
俺の番。ま、これが実践の差ってやつかね。
Cheeky little level up. It's good. Alright. The strongest person in the entire world. Apparently. I'm waiting for when they're like, no, this is the strongest person in the whole world. Or are they gonna be like, she's at 10% power right now? He, the strongest person in this world and the cyberverse.
来ましたか。どうやら覚悟と決意は固まったようですね。
鋼の聖女、ウロボロスの使徒。
カンパネルラが言うには、あなたたちこれ以上クロスベルに。
いいえ、厳密にはありません。博士はゼロの司法の潜在能力、すでに我らの計画からは、あとは黒い助の方々とあなたたち
だったらどうして。
正直関係ないんだったら
簡単なこと、司法の御子殿から直接頼まれたからです。
She requested her to be here.
引き受けましょう。
Will you go beat the shit out of my
極
friends?
力そうようマスターに申し
Please. I am KO.
ありがとう。
I want you to kill my
あなたた
friends.
ちのマスターにもお礼を言っておいてね。
戦力の牽制、いずれも人としての域を超えた者たちが集っています。
Scarlet Ogre and the Divine Blade are combatants who transcend
これ以
limitation.
上先に進めばあなたたち無事ではいられない。
What does she want to train them up?
傷つく姿は見たくない。
Oh.
そのように言っていました。
Fuck yeah.
希望
Trying to protect them too much, man.
おかげで迷いを完全。
なるほど。今の発表やら最後。
ああ、
壁を乗り越えて
ここで引いたら
女だって同じです。
どうやら完全に火がついた。
私も全力で援護さ
The
せてもらい
same
ます。
goes for me. Who are you? Who brought this chick on the team?
いいでしょう。アンギスが7中、鋼のアリアンロード、ゼロの巫女殿の望みに従い、ここに壁として立ちふさがらん。いざ尋常に勝負。
That could be almost lame if we beat her.
見せてみなさい、あなたたちの覚悟を。
この勝負絶対に負けら
I
れな
don't
い。
know what you're saying. Hit me. Oh. Forgot I had to cast it though.
はあ、
私の番です。エアシステム
おっしゃ行くぜ。はっ
Nice one, Randy.
それ。
ありがとう。
終わった。
食らうがいい。
俺の番だな。えい、はっ、
任せろ。
行くぞ。よし。
私の番です。リミットを解除します。
了解。
それ。私の番ね。
行くぜ。行くぜ。任せろ。
俺の番だな。やっ、はっ、
私の番です。私の番ね。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
俺の番だな。
行くぞ。みんな一気に行くぞ。
行くぜ。
はい。 エニグマ鼓動。
耐えてみなさい。我は花すべてを断ち切る者。これで終わりです。宣言グランドクロス。
グランドクロス。
マジかよ。俺の番だな。
Trying to get hit with the one shot.
行きます。ドライブ開始。やあ、
ありがとう。それ
任せて。
行くぞ。任せてくれ。行くぞ。これが俺の全力だ。メテオブレイク。
He turns into like a sonic ball, dude. So good, man. The helmet comes off. Whoa.
見事です。我が面を砕くと
My wife.
ならば私も全力で応じましょう。
行きます。
ありがとう。
助かりました。
I'm just gonna use it. I could have gotten 2 hits out of it, but whatever, man. Looks like she's about to do something. Yeah, she definitely did. That was a good call.
おっしゃ。ぜー。行くぞ。
Oh, she just got full healed, bro. Maybe this is it. This is it for us. I don't want to be here the rest of my life.
みんな一気に行くぞ。
さてと。みんな。
And I also feel like it'd be kind of lame to actually beat her. They've hyped her up like way too much for a bunch of randos to win against.
さて。ターゲットを捕捉しました。情報を入手しました。
任せろ。
よし。みんな一気に行くぞ。おう。ほら
行くぜ。俺の番だ。
行きますよ。ロイケン。
さてと。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
私の番です。ドライブ開始。それ。
行くぞ。よし。
皆さん大丈夫ですか？
ありがとう。
ありがとう。
Took my team rush. No.
任せろ。はっ行くぜ。行くぜ。
はい。エニグマ鼓動。
行きますよ。裏抜け。
よし。みんな一気に行くぞ。おう。
さてと。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
やあ。
おっしゃ。
行くぞ。
すぎる。
はい。エニグマ
行くぜ任せろ
任せて。時々砕け散る。
よしみんな一気に行くぞ。
任せろ
行きますよ。
行くぜ
俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動やっ
ザンチ
さてリカバーモード起動。これで大丈夫です。
ザンチ
ありがとう。行きます。さて
Oh, I just used some fucking juice. Whoops. I was like, why don't I have the double?
行きますよ。裏向け。
お返しよ。さてと
The 1 damage.
エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だ
はい。エニグマ駆動。
よし
それ。
行くぞ。よし
Yo.
今のは
ありがとう。
負けられない。
ありがとう
わかりました。
行くぜ
なるほど。口だけではありませんね。脆い。脆すぎる。
行きます。エニグマ駆動。
行くぞ。
I don't think you're supposed to be winning this fight. This is taking fucking forever.
それ
I haven't used these before.
それ。え。みんな頑張って。
ありがとう。
行くぜ任せろ
食らうがいい。ね。
さて
Ultimate Saber.
エ
too far away.
や
Damn, Randy's out for 5 fucking turns then.
さて
Randy's just too far away, man.
エニグマクローそれ
行きますよ裏抜け
任せて
エニグマ駆動
世話が焼けるなら
So the boy just ends up sitting there the whole time. Odd.
食らうがいいね
You're getting another 5 in the pen, motherfucker. He's taking hard, man, that's for sure.
さてと
食らうがいい
I should just spam this non-stop. Yeah, it'd be better almost if he died.
マジかよ。
私の番ですドライブ開始それ
I mean, at least it would wipe the stun.
サンクス。
行くぞ。
私の番ねみんな頑張ってありがとうございました
任せろ。
Does this kill him?
マジ
Oh,
か
yeah,
よ。
it does kill him.
行くぞ。
It's like, does this kill him?
は
行きます
It do indeed.
ーや
サンクス。
行きますよ
今の裏抜け
マジ
Is she
かよ。
close enough
任
yet?
せて
Oh, yeah.
サンクス。
行きます
Do I really care? This is taking forever, man. I almost just want to lose against her. Yeah, like maybe you get something then.
それ
ありがとう。
任せろ。
任せてくれ。みんな一気に行くぞ。
行きますエニグマクローそれ
サンクス。行くぜ。
任せて
There it is, man.
みんな
ダメです
まだまだ。
こんなところで 立ち止まってられるかよ。
You're dead unless you have invincibility. Which might have happened already, and we just happened to have gotten past it once.
力不足の艦は我が面を砕いたのであれば戦機や
アリアンロード。
もしかして一筋の光明を示せたのであればこの結果をもって巫女殿に
マジか。
鋼の聖女だが僕らがあなたたちと慣れ合うことはそれは分かっているよね。
無論です。帝国での動乱が決着すれば減塩計画も完了する。
I'm guessing they all know who she is. She seems more like a church type of person.
がどうなったとしても雌雄を決する時は近いでしょう。
ああ
The fate of all.
さらばです。運命を前にあなたたちが答えを出せること。陶器千代。
Yeah, I've gotten most of them. I haven't fought the level 100 one yet. And then the other one's like too much of a walk. I'll go get it later.
疲れました。
I assume you can actually beat her. The instacast gems. I haven't gotten the one I care about, which is the water one.
たく、とんだ聖女様だぜ。めちゃくちゃ美人でタイプなお姉様だったのに。
ランディさ、そういうでも本当によく私たちもそれなりに成長できているみたいね。
I mean, why would I don't have any reason I'd use them, except for what's her face, Tio. Nobody here is casting arts damage. Spark Dine Spam? Yeah, I've not really been doing much ATS damage. Just buffs and physical, it's worked out fine. But no, I've not messed with those. I don't feel like reworking my entire team just to like make one of those work when I know that challenge won't be there. I was just gonna throw in like a water gem just so she could insta-cast some of her shit. It's really expensive though, all of her spells.
キーヤの話を聞いて。
はあ、
絶対に取り戻して。
やれやれ。本当や。
よし。うまくいけばクロスペル氏の。
Yeah, I think if we wanted to try hard, it would definitely like, rework the team a little bit. His physical falls off a little bit late game, but the problem is EP costs are just too high. I mean, Randy doesn't fall off. Berserker's really strong, but buffs only last for like fucking 3 turns, so I feel like you're constantly buffing just to get speed and power. Like I said, I'll do the water one. That's it though. I'll give it a mess for sure. Maybe I'll just spam Genesis Flood. Yeah, I'm sure they're broken.
こちらダドリー。結界の消滅を確認した。
As I said, you get a turn after you cast, so there still has a cast time, I'm guessing.
これよりメルカバへのコンタクトを試みる。
結界が消滅しただと。結社の連中も不甲斐ない。
Yeah, okay.
こうなったら全ての国防長官を呼べ。ベルト、シグムントたちもだ。
Yeah, I'm sure you could spam with enough speed and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, if you really want to try hard in this game, you'd probably have like a dodge tank, but otherwise you would just fucking have like 2 people just juicing a single person with speed buffs and ATS and those gems and just fucking going ape shit, just feeding items and stuff. With like a bunch of support S breaks and shit. Yeah. I was trying to do dodge tank Lloyd, but she just ended up kind of getting Randy, and then I wanted to get them all the way. Sucked her into the corner.
承知しました。
Yeah, the only problem with arts is I just don't think they're very fun. It's always just like press the button and then the whole screen gets filled with damage. There's just a line on the ground. I like crafts because like they at least have some kind of effect, which doesn't work half the time. Like maybe you get like some suction, or you get to cast it like right then, and you get your CP back, and you can choose between you want to do S breaks or CP. It's just more interesting than Orts. So I tend to kind of just, I think, lean on that style for most of the game, and then I just kind of barely at the end try to put some arts damage in on one person usually, just because you kind of need it.
心配は無用。お前に害が及ぶこと。
私のことよりどうしてこんなことに。お母さんだってきっと悲しい。
そうだな。鞘がいればきっと。雫、お前に一つ頼みたいことがある。
What is McLean's fucking excuse me. Complex motives. What's the reward for beating Arya and Hod there? Assuming you even can. I mean, you kind of need invincibility show, unless she just has a turn limit. I'm trying to find out. Yeah, I'm looking at the reward for the combat notebook. You need 281 to get your first divine cloth, and then all 305 to get another one, and 10,000 mirror, which you wouldn't even need at that point. Yeah, probably. Arios is much more simple to beat than. Problem is, unless you have an absolute shitload of fucking min-max, you just don't do damage to her. So yeah, you'd have to have some kind of like setup like that where you could just crank her. I don't know, she just had so much, I was like, I didn't want to fucking bother, man. Trying to find... I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just gonna stop looking. I didn't luckily see anything, but I'm like, you know what? It's probably another game. I don't even get close. Oh, she's in her normal outfit now. I should have left her now.
やはり金の共鳴がないと。あの子たちは動けるけど、空のロイドたち。困りましたわね。これでは予定通り動く彼も。すべてはキーヤさん次第。ここで降りるか、それともすべてを叶えるか。そろそろ。最初から他に道が。ロイドやエリー、ティオやランディ、雫やみんなのためにも。きっと全てを叶えてみせる。
Remain neutral for as long as they were able. How about remain? How about turning outside of Lloyd? Kevin. Get max if you defeat the boss on top of Stargaze Tower after it enters its second phase during the fight. Okay. Wonder how much DP you get. I'm sure I can still get Mac. Or not Mac, but... Rank 1.
ああ、どうやらアイオンとクロスベル市に接近しない限りは大丈夫だと思うよ。
5? Oh wow. Quite a bit. I feel like it'd be a bit odd to even beat her, man. It makes sense with the power levels. Yeah, I'm not reloading for sure. I'm good. That one seems like I'll have to prep a little bit. Try to use those items at the end, but I got plenty. Probably harder than the final boss, I'd imagine. Considering he one-shots you with the full screen AoE. I almost feel like I should have I should swap some of my auto CP to Tio, man. Problem is, I'll actually attack with Tio sometimes, or I won't really attack with Ellie at all. Okay, I got his DP. I assume if you beat her though, you probably get max level, probably off of it. This is already like a 20-minute fight, dude. Ooh.
あ
With Arius, you could see the light. With her, I was like, ah, you'd really have to go to the drawing board. I just don't really care.
そうですね。地上の戦力差についても大統領側が上回っていますし。
It's cool though. I mean, it's cool you do it.
なんと言ってもあの人形たちがとんでもない強さなんです。
マイスターによれば白い機体の空間消滅の力は使えなくなそれでも基本的な性能は変わっ
そう思う。白い機体はこの9号機。
いずれにせよ都市周辺では膠着状態に鍵を握るとしたら潜入を担当する僕らだろうね。
The only truly difficult boss in all trails other than low. Oh, which one was low? First game? First or the second one? I kind of remember like on an airship or something. Let me look it up. Oh, low, yeah, this guy. The Blade Lord. He died, didn't he? Yeah, that was another thing with Randy is I didn't have the element protection on him, I don't think. Huh? Did I? If she wasn't spamming 5-turn stuns, I would maybe be able to do some shit. This radio is the main damage there.
ああ、分かってる。なんとか入り込んで課長やダドリーさんたちと合流しないとな。
He died during the part with the dragon, right? Didn't he like sacrifice himself? Sorta, kinda, not like iffy. I don't remember what exactly happened to Lo, it's been a while. Oh, I remember the fight in the castle, now it's Chloe's castle. Yeah, that's right.
しかしダドリーからの連絡が途中で切れちまった。
多分通信ターミナルで強制者特定のエニグマ登録番号だけ送受信を無効。
それじゃあ市内では大統領はい通信ターミナルも抑えるオルキスタワー内にありますから。
いずれにしても、クロスベルシクキーヤちゃんを取り戻すためにも何として。
ああ、今夜は休んで。みんな。
I get that they're after KO. I do wish it was a little less one note about them just doing it for KO. Like obviously they surely they care about, you know, kind of like what McDowell said, where it's, you know, illegitimate and, you know, immoral and all that. But they're so like one note about KO, where it's like I could see why a lot of the citizens would want this and not want to get fucking liberated. So it makes it seem like they're even more selfish when it's like just for KO, right? I was talking earlier about it, but I do think they could have carried the mystery and not revealed so much. I don't know if you were here, whoever is here for that. I shouldn't have big conversation starters in the first 5 minutes of the stream, but I was just saying that instead of all of the exposition and Skype calls and stuff, when you get to the top of the Michelin Tower, I feel like they should have just revealed like just a little bit. Like you never talk to Croy or see him. All Ouroboros members aren't there, maybe. Like maybe it's just her in her normal clothes and McLean. And then like maybe they do something with Kea, and then you gotta fight McLean a little bit. And then it's kind of just like keeps the mystery going. Like it could go the same exact way where he's in jail and everything's fucked, but it's them trying to get in and save Kea, but also figuring out what's going on, and then they kind of like unveil what's going on with Ouroboros and Croy and the Alchemist and shit. I feel like they kept the pace going so well, and all of these mysteries like slowly getting unsolved, and then they kind of just like blow a huge load just so they could segue into like end of JRPG town. where it's everybody's getting together to beat up all the bosses and stuff, and like that shit's fine. Like I'm still having fun with it. I still like this part of the story, but I feel like they could have probably have kept like the really tight, like expert pacing and stuff a little bit longer. Like just a bit, I guess. Like that everybody gets on the Skype call and is cackling and evil, and they kind of like over reveal, I feel like, all the plot threads at that point, to the point where there's like nothing left. Kind of odd. I mean, there's probably some more big stuff that'll happen, but the only thing they're still coy about is Ouroboros, and that's because they want to hurt for Cold Steel, I guess. Copper Dean. The localization gave him a fucking dad routine just now. From like an action standpoint and stuff, this is fun. The characters coming together and asses being kicked and all that. But I also feel like the strength of the game wasn't just being like a generic RPG action thing. And I think you could have both. They probably like schmoozed it a little bit there. I'm glad she just accepted that's what she wants and she's not gonna bullshit around, man. I'm guessing there's like a big character thing you can get with her too. That sounds like it'd be way harder to get, like a bonding event. I don't know much about her family history. I don't know if they give you that or what. I think if it was anybody other than Arianhad, I would have maybe went back. Because McLean's too fucking... Motherfucker's too full of himself, man. He's too stoic. Arianhad, man, she's cool. She can beat me up, man. Not a big deal. And they built her up a lot, too. More acceptable, for sure. I'm glad they made her as crazy as they did. Would have been kind of goofy if it was like McLean where he's like, oh, this guy's crazy, and then... Or Shirley, for fuck's sake, so Shirley. She's insane, she's so crazy this entire game, and then you like fucking pop her in like 2 hits. And they're like, oh my god, that was an insane fight. Like, at least with Aryan Hut, you're like, okay, yeah, that was crazy. Why did I shut my door? I'll be back. I'm back. The second thing you heard. I am back. I had my door shut. Which I prefer it shut, but it gets really hot in here, even if it's shut for just like 20 minutes. I like to have it up when my brother's not home, because I mean, he's out there, he's got floodlights turned on, super loud shit. I don't like the door open when he's home, so... You know, what cool air I can.
マジアッパス
僕らもとりあえずは。
おいおい明日はさすでにいくつかグラスを開けちゃっ
心配するな。ベントスに作らせた明日の作戦の進行には
一人で飲んでる時でもそうそう一応明日の作戦法王芸家からも正式に参加の許可が下りたよ。
The Pope's given us permission. Nice.
隠密活動を主とするメルカバを大規模な作戦で運用する大陸全土の混乱状態を考えれば。
そうか教会の班とにかく決戦は明日だ。
了解だ。
無論力ぞ。
ああそう
マジあの件
あれそれじゃあで
まあいい。ワジがそういう
気になるなら後で甲板で
分かった。
Sure.
甲板に
ワジ念のため
分かってる分かってる。僕は飲み終わってから行くから。そんな
Is this the Wazzy event? Or is this something else? Okay. They made it seem so natural there. Probably. Let my saves get too lax. I'm not too worried about it. I could just look them up online. The only other one would have been Randy. I definitely do not have a lot of TO. And she was already upstairs. I've talked to everybody except Randy and Noelle. And it's definitely not going to be Noelle. So the question is, would Randy have one? I think maybe. I imagine they just pick one. Rick says, yeah, I figure she has some stuff. Yeah, I kind of wish they wouldn't do that. Or not just kind of, a lot of. It'd be nice to actually, like... kind of get the whole... I mean, you know, it's like you get to know these characters over a really long period of time. It'd be nice to... all the time you spend with them, kind of get the capsa and the whole, you know, why, what they, who they are and what's up, you know. If you put in the time. Yeah, in Persona you play it right, you can get everybody's. And even if you turn down their romance, it still ends their full arc in some capacity. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like, you could argue it's like replay value, but I'm like, man, who's replaying a whole like 70+ hour RPG? You could also argue, you know, it makes your playthrough special, you just found out about your favorite, or you only found what you could find, and I mean, that's fine too. It does that agency and stuff. Like I said, when you're just talking to random NPCs, or you're finding random scenes and you know it's side content, and you found it on your own, it makes it feel more of a lived-in world, because you're deciding you just want to go somewhere like you're there. But like, with scenes that just appear arbitrarily, if you hang out with people enough, that's a little bit more gamey, so I don't think it's really good for immersion. So I'd rather just, you have the choice to talk to everybody, you know?
そういえば、どうする？
Just wanted to heal, dude. It's just like, I'm invested enough in the characters, I'd like to see that stuff, right? I'd like to learn that shit. It's like, I could do it after. I mean, if there's a video for the characters somewhere, I'd watch them all right now after we're done with this bit. I feel like learning it afterwards is a bit more lame, but I'd still like to. Either way, I suppose.
そういえば、どうする？
There is.
Yeah, 来たね。
ああ。あんな風に思わせぶりに言われたら。
そんな風に言いながらも、律儀に来てくれる君が好きさ。愛していると言っても過言じゃないくらい。
そういうのはいいから、キーヤについてだろ。話を聞いて。
本当は部外者には話し
Maybe one thing, it feels like a little bonding thing, right? I mean, in Persona, that's how that usually is, right? A little bonding thing, right? At the very end, it's more of a romance thing. Not always, but But these are usually like, at least with the Randy one, at the time it was like really, like, oh, they tell you a lot of shit, right?
ゼロの司法の処遇についてはどうやら教会はたとえこの事件が
本当か？
ああ、蛇の連中が撤退しオリジナルの司法がその意味で僕らがキアを
そうか。でもワジはこのまま俺たち
道化師と第7中は去ったけど、それにあの人形たちをはじめ決してその影響がなくなるまでは最低限の。
なるほど。聞けば聞くほど俺たちの常識から外れ
君たちの住む世界とは、それと僕にとっては2年に
そういえばワジは12年前ということは、でもドミニオンっていうかなり。
ああ、ドミニオンっていうのは印が現れたものしかなれないし、なることが運命
Yeah,
づけ
Father
られている。
Hemisphere right now.
まあそんなオカルティック
Preordained
で疑わしい
branding.
立場ってわけさ。
自分で言うな。でも印ってひょっとして。
ああ、スティグマ、魂に刻み込まれた刻印、力のこれが僕に現れたのは
7年前。
別に DG 教団とは全然暇つぶしに聞くかい。
そうだな。考えてみればワジの過去はほとんど
I
知
feel
らない
like it'd be really loud up here flying around, but I'll let him off the hook. Like, what? Your stigma, what? Stick your what in my what?
性格や行動パターンはだいたい分かってるつもりだ。
いいだろう。僕の生まれ故郷はゼムリア大陸のとある外界との接触が禁じられた、いわばその里では
Yeah, we're getting
エイドスとは
fucking
異なる
CGs and
太
everything.
古の神を祀っていてね。
They worshipped a special deity in a village that didn't talk to the outside world.
僕は幼い頃から神の声を聞く巫女の役割を担ってきた。もちろん自発的にじゃなく、物心ついた頃に神の正体が得体の知れない太古の呪具であるのは知ってたから。
That was just some computer.
バカバカしくて仕方なかった。くだらない役割から解放されて、そのうちに里でおかしなことも里人が一人また一人と僕が探ったところ、神が暴走して地脈を通じて生気を吸い取り始めたことが分かって、
This is quite the story.
僕は封じることを主張したけど、里の長老たちはそれを認めず、まあ実際恐ろしい力を持った呪具で、そんな時に外界から教会、彼らと接触した僕は神がアーティファクトをしたと知り、それが絶対的な存在でないことを知って、その青い石板状の神を崖から落として破壊しよう
A
としたんだ。
blue stone tablet.
太古の呪いから里を解放し自由になりたい。しかし神の抵抗は凄まじく、僕の力を根こそぎ奪い取ろうとした。騎士たちの助けも間に合わず、
It
僕の
is
生
just a
命が
fucking
尽きよう
blue
としたその
rock.
時、その刻印は
Got like the same symbol, bro.
僕のスティグマは逆に神の力を根こそぎ奪い、神はただの古ぼけた石板と化し、そして僕は自由を手に入れ、里人たちが崇めていた神を殺
そんなことが
なかなかこう都会育ちの現代っ子にはさす。
いいな。ワジの力、サイトなんていう生きた神話も。
それもそんなわけで、騎士たちに誘われた僕は12名しかいないスティグマの持ち主、ドミニオンとして迎えられた。
12 stigma.
アッパスとはその時からの付き合いかな。
そうか。でもそうすると家族の人とも会わないで。
ああ、当然だろ。
No.
里人たちの拠り所を僕ただ自由になりたい一心で、後のことは何も。だからそれは家族から憎まれるというまあ聞いた話だと、あれから里には教会が入り、神の呪いもいずれは過去のものとして薄れるはずだ。ほとぼりが冷めたくらいには一度帰ろうとは思っ。そんなに心配してくれなくてもね。
ワジ、この事件が片付いたら。
ああ、それがなんだい。
あ
あ、
バルドはあんな風になったけど、きっと元に戻せるはずだ。
Bring him to his senses. Yeah,
テ
okay.
スタメンツのみんなだって、そして思惑があったとはいえ、だからいつでも遊び。もうワジにとって黒臭いのは承知してるよ。
Why does everybody laugh at him? Jesus Christ. Somebody fucking reacts without laughing at Lloyd for once, man.
でも 100% 本気だから。
分かった。里心がついた時には故郷に戻れない代わりじゃなく、君たちとの腐れ縁を確かめに。
Nice. Alright. Where are the other ones, man? We could watch the other ones too.
よう、ロイド。
Hey, nice. Randy. Randy. Why all of a sudden does my screen look like it's figured out? Yeah, I think they're trying to make it vague there. Double click it.
リーシャ、
This mouse is fucked. I need to switch it out. It just keeps getting worse. Let me capture this. Yeah, look at that. The fucking dude, look how large the fucking God. Why have I have a mouse. I have another one. But I just like for some reason just do not plug it in. Give me a sec. After today, dude, yeah, I'm gonna get that other mouse going. Like, I'll just click and it'll double click. Piece of shit.
ランディたちは武器のせい。
Yeah, but look how fucking large, dude. The portraits are in the text is, man. Compared to our game, man. Like, not even close, dude.
整備をしてるみたいだな。
ああ、なんつっても明日の作戦は今までで最大の山場だろうからな。ベルゼルガーの出番もあるだろうし、いざって時のためにも念入りにやっとかねえとな。
今までドタバタしてあまり機会がなかったけど、
You can
俺も
close the
今夜
whole
のうちに
screen, man.
トンファーを手入れしとこう
I
か
mean,
な。
I'm really used to the
やっとけやっとけ。
way it is now,
お
but
前のはライフルと
this
違っ
wasn't
て
like the first
精
one.
密部分の手入れなんかは必要ないだろうが、磨きを入れてやるだけでもだいぶ違うもんだぜ。
そうだな。それにしてもランディって意外とマメだよな。そのライフルだけじゃなくスタンハルバードの手入れも毎日欠かしてないみたいだし。
ま、武器の手入れは処方中の処方だからな。それこそ絶世の美女を扱うように優しく丁寧に扱わねえ
I
と。
think this translation already seems better.
戦場で余計なトラブルが舞い込んじまうことだって。
Yeah, they definitely crank Wazzy and Randy up a little too hard in this
余計なこ
localization
とを
that
思い
we're
出させ
playing.
たか。
何謝ってんだっつの。でもそうだな。
Not that this one's like perfect, I have no idea, but
話してもいい頃合いかもしれない。
sometimes they just speak
なあ、後で暇だったら
a bit more plainly, it looks like,
ちょいと付き合ってほしい。
with the occasional like slang or like, you know,
わかった。
funny wording.
後で行かせても
Or
ら
I
う
feel like in the one we're playing, they do it a lot.
そんじゃまた後でな。
Haha.
俺もこいつの整備が終わったらすぐに行くからよ。
But who knows? Might just be because this is like fucking super machine translated. Like that formatting was fucked right there.
たく誘っといてなんだが、こんな夜に野郎相手に時間割いてんじゃねえっての。ちった色っぽい話をする相手はいねえのかよ。ちった色っぽい話をする相手はいねえのかよ。
I'm here for you,
余
Randy.
計なお世話だっての。それに作戦前だし、そんなことを考える余裕はないさ。
バッカ、そういう時だからこそ落とすチャンスなんじゃねえか。どうだ、私不安なの。
Out in the wood.
俺がついている。ガバーっていう黄金コンボが
Jesus,
使え
this
るだろう
fucking
な。
translation seems fucked.
最後のは飛躍しすぎだろ。ランディがモテるっていうのがなんか眉唾に思えてくるんだけど。
何を？明日の準備は終わったか？
ああ、正直万全とはとても言えないけど、ミレイユさんたちのことを考えたら贅沢は言ってられないしね。
まあな。レジスタンスやヘイユエ方面は多分両兵殿が出撃するだ。
I thought they only had 100 fucking people, man. How many fucking Red Constellation are
ガ
there?
レスあたりが出たら相当厳しい戦いになるだ。
そうか。赤い星座、聞いていた以上の戦闘力だな。大陸西部最強と言われてるのもうなずける気がするよ。
まあ歴史だけで言うなら中世の暗黒時代に遡るからな。ベルゼルカー、モルランド、当時から名の知れた戦士たちの一族だったらしい。
Their Orlandos were berserkers in the Dark Ages.
特殊な鍛錬法で肉体を強化することで最強と呼ばれ続けた戦士だ。
そうだったのか。ひょっとして前に旧市街のレースをあんな形式でやったのって。
よく気づいたな。あれは赤い星座で行われる戦闘訓練をアレンジしたものだ。もっとも本来はより実戦に近い、いつ死んでもおかしくない城なんてな。ガキの頃から毎日のように血ヘドを吐くまでやらされたもんだぜ。
なるほど。それをランディに仕込んだのが闘神と呼ばれた親父さんか。
It's like this is the first exchange translation. What I put is way better. Yeah, I imagine so. Like this has some areas where you could see somebody touched up, put in some slang. Because I don't think a machine would put some of these words in, but then there's some really fucked shit. Like obvious weird formatting too. Well, gets the job done. We're just here to read these.
3年前、俺はその刀身から一つの任務を与えられた。宿敵とも言える傭兵だ。西風の旅団の2個中隊。そいつらを俺の部隊で殲滅しろという内容だった。敵兵力はこちらの倍。
This is where he used the village.
正直厳しすぎる戦力差だった。だがこちらには奇襲と地形を利用できる強みがあった。そして俺は日頃から補給のために立ち寄っていた村を利用した。奇襲で陽動を行い、片方の中隊を村に引き寄せて崖崩れを起こすことで分断し、もう片方を一気に潰した。そして村外れの納屋を爆破することで敵の混乱を誘い、村から退却するルートを読んで、そこに全火力を集中して撃破した。村人の犠牲は一人も出さないつもりだった。だが戦場における見込みなんて流動的で当てにならねえもんだ。結局撃破するポイントは50アージュほど村寄りになって一気に巻き添えにした。
Oh. He didn't even plan on killing anybody and he accidentally killed someone.
傭兵仲間以外で初めてダチと言えるやつだった。任務がない時はたまに酒場で一緒に飲んで騒いでナンパして、いずれ街に出て自分の店を持つのが夢だって言ってた。その夢も命も全て俺が奪った。
ランディにやるじゃん。
合格だ、ランドルフ。この試しをもってお前は次の闘神に決まった。兄貴の後を継げるのをこれからも精進するがいい。
She has to show up and be like, wow. They really thought they had something with Shirley, man. They really did. I think you're just supposed to look at her and be like, wow, you know, these people are deranged. You know, they're different. She's crazy. You know, and instead it comes across as like really cheesy, corny, and like she's really one note, and her voice actor's like pretty fucking annoying. It'd be like, just imagine he just walked up and he was like, oh, good work or whatever. Like, if she was just a little bit more reserved, she could still be a psycho crazy person, but like, she's so eccentric, man. It just takes way too much control of like every scene. At least she only said one thing there, but she's pretty annoying in the other areas.
別にそいつが死んだショックで戦場から足を洗ったわけじゃねえ。傭兵としての気分をうんざりしたわけ。俺はただ分からなくなっちまったんだ。いつか自分の店を持ちたいっていうあいつのささやかな夢と、いずれ闘神となって死ぬまで戦い続ける俺の人生の、果たしてどちらに意味があったのか。
ランディ、
それが俺が背負った業なんだろう。オルランドの一族に生まれながら修羅になりきれず中途半端に戦場に生きてきた俺自身のな。
ランディはその業を断ち切るつもりなんだな。あのおじさんを乗り越えることで。
まあな、親父が死んだ今、それ以外に俺が業を断ち切る方法はない。 自身の力と足場を持ってあの化け物を乗り越えられたら、その時にやっと3年前の蹴りをつけられそうな気がするんだ。これ以上ただ流されることなくな。
そっか、当然相棒としては協力させてくれるんだろうな。
ああ、よろしく頼む。できれば一人で蹴りをつけたかったが、さすがに相手が悪すぎる。悪いが当てにさせてもらうぜ。
ああ、もちろんさ。相棒冥利に尽きるというか、
Your buddy.
頼りにしてくれて嬉しいよ。
Yeah, some of this is fucked.
だらしなこと言ってんじゃねえっての。
へっ。
Hey, some booze.
それは酒？
ラム酒だ。結構な上物でな。あいつと一緒に村の酒場でボトルキープしていたもんさ。
そうか。
ライフルと一緒に預けてたが、なんとなく手がつけられなくてな。だが今ならやっと残りを飲み干せそうな気がする。決戦前夜の景気づけだ。一杯だけ付き合わねえか。
ああ、いただくよ。
That's super like 20 spaces. It's like on his face. I loved it.
ちょうどは言ったか。無理すんなよ。少しだが結構きついぜ。
まあ、もう成人してるし、このくらいなら大丈夫さ。乾杯しよう、ランディ。
あ。
Jesus, God. That's a fucking pussy,
じゃ
man.
ない。まあそいつが大人の味ってやつだ。
だから自分だけ大人面するなってば。
So you're dying.
なあ、ランディ。
ああ、なんだ。
事件が一段落ついたら裏通りのジャズバーに行こう。そこで
Jezebel.
新しい酒をボトルキープしないか。できればもう少しおとなしめのやつをさ。
Imagine playing with this translation, dude.
そうだな。
There's like a few little parts where it's like, you know,
あ
I like that it's more plain,
そっか。
but like on a whole, it's like, fuck, dude.
こんなところでどうしたんだ？
ロイドさん、
Shit doesn't even read right sometimes.
明日の準備が整ったので少し考え事をしていました。
Doing a bit of thinking.
いよいよ明日クロス
Yeah, Rixia's one where we got like no info on.
そこまで長い期間離れていたわけじゃないのに。
Ellie, Randy, Tiawazi, equal to Noel in views. Maybe nobody looked up the Wazi one because everybody picked Wazi. Well, that would mean everybody picked Rixia. Well, see, I feel like generally people are not going to care about Rixia because she's just not like a member of the team, right? She just doesn't pop up that often.
Super すごい満月だな。
ロイドさん、
なんだか君と話すときは
Yeah, that's probably better. I mean, it looks cleaner for sure.
やっぱり月の姫を演じているだけはあるのかな。
月は光にして影。多分それは私という存在が月に似ているからだと思います。本来は日の当たる場所に。
Rixia being the least interesting mix, or the least viewed mix
でも
sounds.
君はこのクロスペルで 光をつかむ
She's a big deal, but unless you care about the lore, she's just not a really big part of the group.
もうそのことを
She's just
否定
there.
するつもりはありません。ですが私は私という存在を作った流れは深く底知れない
Maybe it's a flip side. Maybe she's most few because nobody got her.
父から受け継いだひそやかな道は
前もそんなことを言ってたな。差し支えなければ聞かせてもらえないか。クロスベルに来るまでの君を。
I don't know how Noelle is tied on anything. I just have no interest and I wouldn't pick her, so. I mean, I'd like to see her, so we'll see. I see it down there in the recommended.
気づいた時には私は父と共にありました。母の記憶はありません。多分陰の道を私に受け継がせるために父が遠ざけたのだと思います。ですが私にとってはそれが普通で、過酷な鍛錬も暗記や武術の修練も淡々とこなしていただけでした。各地を転々としながら日曜学校に通い、人と接する術もそこで得ました。父は厳しくも優しくもなく、ただひたすら教えるだけでした。それというのも院として受け継ぐことが膨大すぎたからです。それは代々の院の記憶、どのような状況でどんな工作を行い、どんな標的をどのように仕留めたか、時代を通して同じ存在であるため、その全てのあらましを受け継ぐ必要があったんです。全てを受け継いだ時、私は院そのものになりました。と言っても父が存命である限りは院になることはありません。院はただ一人。それは変わることがないからです。しばらくの間、父の帰りを待ちながら穏やかに過ごす日々が続きました。そして父が帰ってきたらいつ院を継いでも問題ないように仕事のあらましを教えてもらう。すでに表の顔は持っていましたが、それが私にとって世界の全てでした。
I feel like she's gonna kill her dad.
その世界が崩れたのは父が不治の病に倒れてからです。代々の院の中でも卓越した力を持った父でしたが、病魔からは逃れられませんでした。さりとて抗うこともせず、延命のための手術も受けず、ある日私を呼んで命じました。自分を殺して院を継ぐようにと。できませんでした。およそ父の言うことに逆らうことのなかった私でしたが、それだけはなぜかできませんでした。私は初めて怖くなりました。あれだけ父が丹念に仕上げた私が出来損ないだったのではないかと、死にゆく父を失望させたのではないかと奉納する私に、父はとそうして言いました。それもまたお前だ。お前の院はお前が決めるがいい。そして一月後、
His dad's, her dad seemed cool, I guess, with the end.
そして私は院となりました。父の持っていたコネクションを継ぎ、国威と内向で体型をごまかし、父の腕には及びませんでしたが、滞りなく仕事を再開できました。お前の院はお前が決めるがいい。父の言葉の意味もわからぬまま、ただ淡々と流されるようにして、そして2年が過ぎ、私は兵友へと長期契約を結びました。カルバードの西端、貿易都市クロスベルの派遣ダッシュに協力するという契約を。クロスベルに到着した私は、戦いに備え町の下見をする最中、歓楽街でとある劇場に入りました。そこでは公開練習というものが行われていて、そこから先はロイドさんもご存知の通りです。
そっか。その時に イリアさんに目をつけられたってわけだな。
最初は理由
Yeah,
を
she
つけ
doesn't
て
know who scoped her, dude. She's just there looking around.
でもイリアさんはすごく強引で、とうとう根負けして入ることになってしまいました。体力と偽装には自信がありましたし、いい隠れ蓑になると思ったんです。予想以上に練習がハードで、陰との両立が大変でしたけど。
Yeah, no shit.
ありがとうリーシャ、聞かせてくれて嬉しかった。
聞いていて面白い話ではなかったと思いますけど、でもこれが父と祖先から私に受け継がれた道です。アルカンシェルという光を手に入れたとしても、その道を完全に捨てることは多分私にはできないと思います。
そうか。お前の因はお前が決めるがいい。
What, did she just say that because
因は
people know she's
全
in
てを
now?
受け継ぐ。アルカンシェルという光を君が見出してしまった以上、
Looks like she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
光という側面を受け入れざるを得ないんじゃないか。
それは
どんなものも時代が変わればあり方も変わる。いや、変わらざるを得ないんだ。そうして人の歴史は受け継がれ前に進んでいく。多分そういうことも含めてお父さんは言ったんじゃないかな。警察官として犯罪行為を進めることはできないけど、それでも君は君の因を目指せばいいんだと思う。あるいはここで因という存在を完全に断ち切るのも一つの道だろう。そうなったとしても多分お父さんは気にしないんじゃないかな。それもまたお前だって苦笑して。
Jesus, Lloyd has it all
普通
figured
の
out.
家族とはちょっと違うけど、ちゃんと娘を愛していた。そんな風に
Although he does have an outsider's perspective here.
どうしてお父さんが亡くなった時もこんな涙なんて全然こぼれなかったのに。
多分イリアさんたちとの日々で君もまた変わっていったんだ。これから先君がどんな道を進むかわからないけれど、できれば俺もお父さんの代わりに見守らせてもらうよ。光をつかんだ君がどう変わっていくのかをね。
ロイドさん、
I can't tell if that's supposed to be romance or he's just being nice to her. Oh god, here we go. Yeah, actor, therapist. Yeah, I mean, not that, I mean, sorry, the award-winning actor. Actress, like, dude, my mind's broken right now, dude. He's just that good, dude.
あれティオ
He's the all-around man. He does it all.
ティオ
Actor, detective, therapist, martial artist.
ロイドさん。
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
声を
Like,
かけるまでティオが気づかないなんて。
how many people did Rixia kill? Yeah, I like that is one thing in this, like, you know, Lloyd's all like, you know, oh my god, a single death, it just kills him, right? You know, oh, I can't believe I let that guy die, and it just eats him up. Also, Lloyd forgiving people who've killed, like, people in fucking droves, man. And Rixia probably killed innocent people. And yeah, like, Randy's probably killed bazillions. Yeah, he's mind broken by the most evil man of the year. Fucking. Like, but also Lloyd, yeah. I mean, I get it. I mean, technically, if you know somebody has changed and they'll never do anything again and they want to make the world a better place, like, do you really punish them it's like it's a hard thing because it's like, there needs to be some justice and things need to be, you can't just get away with stuff, right? But like technically, if nothing's ever gonna happen, and I like maybe that's where Lloyd's coming from. Like he knows these people despite having their circumstances, they're like good now. So like might as well foster that. Like maybe that's the idea. I don't know. They're main characters. This shit happens in a lot of anime stuff. You gotta have a tragic backstory, but you'll get bad guys who do the same shit. And I mean, I guess he does try to like save all the bad guys and stuff too. Yeah, it is. Anyways,
そうですね。
that is funny a little bit.
明日の準備一通り済ませたよ。万全とは言えないけど、他のみんなの大変さを考えたらこれが精一杯だと思う。
はい、キーヤや課長たちと会うためにも頑張らないといけませんね。それにコッペも心配ですし。
そうだな。そういえばヨナは見知らぬ送りにされたけど、財団のロバーツ主任は今どうしてるんだろう。状況が状況だし、レマン自治州に帰ったのかな。
いえ、どうやら主任は財団からの退去指示に応じなかったみたいです。マリア・ベルさんたちに奪われた動力ネットの状況をチェックするため市内に残っているみたいで、まああの人のことですからのらりくらりと追及を免れているとは思いますが。
そっか、ちょっと心配だな。
はい、ちょっとだけですが。ロイドさん、相談乗ってくれますか？
ああ、もちろん。ひょっとしてさっき見ていた手紙のことか。
The letter.
気づいていましたか？昨日アッバスさんのルートで私に届けられた手紙、共和国のアルタイル市に来ている私の両親からのものです。
それじゃあレミフェリアからわざわざティオに会いに？
はい、クロスベルが独立してから手紙や通信による連絡も取れず、財団からの情報を頼りに国境の町まで来ているそうです。現在貨物以外の行き来は完全に制限されてしまっているので足止めされているみたいですが。
そうか、だったら話は早い。この船でアルタイル市まで。
必要ないです。すでに私が無事という情報は同じルートで伝えてもらいました。それに今会ったら心が乱れて明日に支障があるかもしれません。
でも
そんな顔をしないでください。
でも
この事件が解決したら両親には必ず会うつもりです。ロイドさんのおかげで少し里心が出てきましたし。みんな離れ離れになって不安で寂しくて、ロイドさんが指名手配されたと聞いて心配で胸を締め付けられて本当に嬉しかったんです。ロイドさんとまた会うことができて。その時に思ったんです。はあ、私は生きているって、誰かを大切に思うことで人と人の間にちゃんとあるって、どう生きたらいいのか、どうして生きているのか。3年前ガイさんに聞こうとした質問の答えが分かった気がしました。
ティオ。
それからエリーさんやランディさんたちと
Why is this? Why are these in like visible one playthrough only Bond events?
この手紙を読んでまるで氷が溶けるみたいに素直な気持ちが湧いてきました。久しぶりにお父さんとお母さんに会いたいって。
よかった、本当によかった。きっかけについてはちょっと照れくさいけど、でもティオがそう思えるようになったのは俺にとって何よりも嬉しいよ。
ロイドさん、2つ お願いがあります。聞いていただけませんか？
ああ、何でも遠慮なく言ってみてくれ。
一つは頭を撫でてもらうのもすごく好きなんですが、さすがにこんな綺麗な夜には少し子供っぽすぎる気がします。
そういうもんかって確かに俺も兄貴やランディにされたら子供扱いされてる気分になったな。それじゃティオ。
What the?
再会した時走って抱きついたらちょっと痛そうにしていた
Because of her fucking giant plate. She put it down next to the edge, man. God damn it! Imagine she kicked it off.
エリーさんみたいに抱き心地が良くないのは申し訳ないですけど。
いや、これはこれでっていうかやばいな。ティオの甘い匂いがじゃなくて。で、もう一つのお願いはこうなったら
They call the police, but
付き合わせてもらうぞ。
he is the police.
はい。もう一つはなんとか事件が一段落して両親がクロスベルに来られたら一緒に会ってほしいんです。
Her BA is pretty good. She nails the
もちろんさ。
Tio vibe, man. Didn't sound very generic, man.
そんなの言われるまでもないと思うけど。
いえ、ただの挨拶ではなく、私がクロスベルに残る理由を分かりやすく説明したいんです。そうでないと二人とも納得してくれないでしょうから。みんながいて、ミッシーもいて、協力。
Yeah, see, I like that. Like, I mean, just like the brother sister thing, where she just wants to, yeah, just hug him proper without having a giant, thing. Like, that's fine, right? Man, people hug on each other. But yeah, then they gotta throw that shit in there. You're like, come on, man. Yeah, I would say all the romance in this is a little fan service. It's not bad. It's not like fuck. It's inoffensive because there's barely any there. But like, there's just that little bit in each of the relationships with all the chicks. You're just like, do we need this? It feels very like typical like anime shit. And I feel like the strength of the game is that it strays from a lot of that and puts in a lot of time and detail into developing the world. And even if it uses tropes, it uses them well, right? Like Lloyd just kind of, But then they'll do that. And I feel like it's the most half-baked, like one-dimensional trope they use. And then they use it a little too much, but that's not a huge deal. Anyways, her VA is good. She does that like, not like kind of, she's not really reserved, but like obviously she's a little like different. She's good when she's doing emotional stuff. It's like distinct, but good. Not generic. How to put it? I mean, I don't understand the language, so I can't really get too detailed. But yeah, let me read this again. The romance.
ちょっと待った。それじゃあまるで。
なんでもって言いましたよね。
ああ、もう分かった。無事事件が一段落したら一緒に挨拶させてもらうよ。はあ、今からなんとか言い訳を考えとかなきゃな。
He's like,
頑張ってください。
I'm her brother. I swear. I got the Noel one here. Need the Ellie one. That's all of them that I guess, right? Let's get the best. We'll save the best for last. The Noel one. Clearly, yeah. Yeah, we'll save her for last. These are gonna be the most annoying because they're romance heavy. Ellie's like clearly the actual romance, right? I just wish they wouldn't do the typical anime harem shit. Like, there's fun harems and stuff, right? That are like fan service heavy shit. Like, you know, like I don't know, like a fucking Monogatari, like Bakemonogatari or something. But like, even he has an actual like chick that he sticks to, like despite the rest, right? Yeah. He's like, I remember when you pulled your guns on us. But like in this, they just play with it, man. They just do the thing where they don't want to dedicate to it and they don't want to write like a story around it. They just play with it. And I feel like after Joshua and Estelle, which Joshua has that same like dance thing where like everybody plays with it a bit, but like he's clearly focused on one chick, right? And then they bring that to a head at the end of the first game, and then they really nail it in the second game, right? When they're together, and it's like there's a whole arc to it. And this, they want to play with it, and they'll just mention it a little bit, and they'll do that like in every other anime, where like they want to have the little bit of romance for the player, but they don't want to actually do it. They don't want to dedicate anybody to it. They don't want to dedicate the character or anything. And it's like it's fine to have characters who are like, I'm romantically interested in this guy, but nothing happens with it. It happens. That's fine. It's realistic, right? But that it's every chick, and they choose to have it in all sorts of scenes, and it's not just. I mean, you create the story, right? Like you don't have to have them have romance shit, right? They can bond in other ways, or you can just have a little bit of romance, like one person. It's like. Yeah, Septum, I think so too. Yeah, exactly. The harem limbo, and I just think it would be better if it was just with Ellie. Like you could say, like yeah, Tio, she's younger, right? I mean, shit. They could still get a crush on somebody, but obviously he's not gonna go for it, right? It just ends up being more of like a brotherly bond type of thing, But like with Ellie, it's like she's clearly like, I mean, they've bonded a lot, and she was the first one to start romance up with him. She's clearly the main chick just because she's been around so long. Noelle has very little personality, and Rixie is barely there. Like they could have just like instead of going all in on the romance, just had a little bit more. Show that he's a little interested, other than just her big boobies, because that's the only thing they seem to mention with him and her half the time. It's like random boobie shit on the beach, and then like just that could be it. Like if they don't want to sell it all the way, fine, but like you just give us a little, like a full thing. But yeah, they gotta have that harem limbo, man. And I think the harem limbo is fine and like the right things. Like I said, like it's fun and like Bakemonogatari or something, right? Where the whole show is about this like fucking crazy harem limbo or something, or, like some crazy rom com. But like this, I feel like the quality of the story is like too high and too focused too much on like actual like world building and mystery and all these other threads to really throw in like a goofy harem limbo that takes up like a percentage of the story. I don't think it kills it or anything, but I do think it's this kind of weird like tropey blemish that they should have like actually like stuck to their guns on. It's funny because they handle it fine in the first 3 games. I don't know why they decided to go more fan servicey on the romance in this. Yeah, it stands out partially because everything's so good, but also because it's the most like tropey generic thing, and it handled not very well. Yeah, that's exactly like it's fine. People are interested in them. I mean, Melia lost to Shoke Bowl and Xenoblade. I mean, it happens, right? Like he never was interested, man. I mean, I think if you're gonna pull the fucking the fucking limbo, the harem limbo, man, you need to do like you either have it be like Sky too, where he just picks, he just goes with one, obviously. Or you go with the fucking Rex Giga Chad option in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, man, where he fucks all of them. he marries every one of them. They actually own the harem, dude. the hyper Giga Chad rat, dude. That shit's funny, man. I guess you could have that in Persona as well, but there's usually like a special ending for it. I don't know. But the thing is, those games, they don't have any sequels or anything, right? These are about like actual having some integrity and like sort of, and having like the long standing story where these characters are going to go somewhere. To have like a harem limbo, I feel like kind of messes with whatever like of him and them we're going to see in like another game, right? And I think it's cool with Joshua and Estelle because you get to see their dynamic as like a couple in the future. They're a traveling couple. I don't know. The thing is, the romance doesn't matter that much in this in the first place, but they shouldn't even have bothered if they didn't want to even mess with it. It just feels kind of fan servicey, I guess. You'll learn to love it in Cold Steel. Yeah, I expect it to be like the most generic it's ever been.
ああ、一通りはね、さすがに万全とは言えないけどさ。
Yeah, exactly. It just doesn't fit Trails that much. It's fine that characters are interested, but like, yeah, not sticking with one or trying to play around with all of them or giving too much time to it, right? Like, I mean, this game, the big thing and push is, their camaraderie is like a family unit almost, right? And Kea being like the big thing, and that's fine. That's not like a romance push. And Trails in the Sky and stuff. I mean, Estelle's her huge motivator was Joshua for like most of it, right? Like that. It was like the romance was a push to the story. In this, it's not. So it's good that they don't over focus on it. Yeah, it just stands out as like a very kind of tropey thing, and not in like in a well executed way. It's only good because it's only fine because it's inoffensive for the most part. But yeah, I think between that, I think the poor segue from mystery story into action JRPG finale was rough. What other parts of the story have I thought were rough? There's only been a few parts that I'm just like, these are the parts that are kind of shit. Oh, Noelle, kind of shit. Like, obviously, having these events be exclusive is still shit. But some of the few, I feel like, blemishes of the story. I think the biggest one is the segue from mystery to action finale JRPG. I really think they could have kept the mystery going for a little longer. Save some of that exposition, save some of the reveals, save the Skype call. Have the motivator still be KN stuff, show some of that, Arias, but they didn't need to go all the way with it. Because they pretty much put all the answers on the table in the most like raw, like kind of unmagical way possible. The most unmajestic, I don't know what you want to call it. The most simple way possible, the most generic way possible. And then you get like a 10 to 15 hour, maybe more story after. And I'm like, well, maybe they could have kind of used this time to kind of give us some of those answers. Yeah, and that's the thing is like in any other game you wouldn't even notice it, right? Because it's just generic. It's just very basic. You go play any other JRPG, but oh yeah, there's the bad guy. They're doing the thing. I mean, like it's not a problem. But in this, because of all the threads, all the characters, the really good pacing, that build up of mystery, like the tension, like what's going on in Michelin? Is Croy them? Are they the bad guy? And what does that mean? Is that going to be good for us? Bad for us? And they build up, and then it's just like so flat when they reveal it all. They get the Skype calls. Like I said, save Croy. You don't see him till later. Don't reveal exactly what all of the machinations are. Save the alchemy thing. Just show that Marielle is using Kea or has persuaded Kea to do something. Maybe you could show the machine. Maybe you could just show that she's like morphed and then she disappears and then all these things starting to happen. And then just reveal it as we're going around town, right? You got like 10, 15 hours to reveal these things. And then we could go into Crossbow and get the full reveal. There's still the motivation to find Kea. It's just like, yeah, it's just odd. I feel like they were in a rush to turn it into, you know, the JRPG finale. I had that same problem with fucking Trails 2, man. That's why I liked the other one better. I feel like there's a point where in this there's a bit more mystery and stuff, so it's not as big a deal. Or it was less of a big deal in Sky 2, but yeah, it was just like, I feel like once they decide they need to get into the big epic 6-pack pulsating demon abs land, they always kind of like go a little too crazy. Opposite in Trails 2? What do you mean? I think when you get into that part in Trails 2, it's fine. Like once you get into it. But that I'm just talking about the in between. Well, okay. I mean, maybe you're right. I'm trying to think about it because now I think about the first 30 hours of Trails 2. It is you just kind of like going back over the same areas after the plot's already escalated. Just kind of doing nothing. Where in this game, the plot will escalate, but it'll keep escalating. So they handle it well. In Trails 2, it's pretty... They like escalate at the end of Trails 1, and then it's kind of just like... Ooh, and then it goes crazy. I think what I mean by how I feel like this is similar in a way to the Trails 2 thing is it does turn a little bit more into generic JRPG land. Which is not the strength of these games as much. I think it works better in Trails 2 in a way because there is less like mystery and like pacing going on. That once you get up there and everybody's there, it's exciting after a while, right? Like, because it is more of an adventure thing and you're running around learning shit in the Sky games, but in this one, it's like that pace and all the different factions and everything. Like, that's where it's at. That's the money, right? The world building and stuff. Going into typical JRPG land is not. I felt the same way about the end of the first Crossbow game. I was like, as soon as we got down there in that dungeon, I was like, I don't even give a fuck anymore. Like, we're just here to see what happens for fun, right? Like, it's more just kind of like goofy at that point. When you're just fighting Joachim or whatever, it's like, I have so much less engagement. When it came from a story perspective, it was more just like a fun action kind of thing at that point. Yeah, you're probably right, Fast. Still small scale, yeah. I'm talking more just like the actual, like, pretty much the final fight and shit. I think the build up to the cult shit was fucking really good, man. It's like creepy. You're figuring out it's Joachim. The hospital's going crazy. All the escapes and the city's getting shot up and stuff. Really good, but yeah. It's just one of, like, I always just joke about it. Like, you always at the end of the game have to be fighting some demon or something, right? And I feel like that's kind of like where it always misses a little bit because the strength is more in just like raw character building. So if they can keep that quality, this is kind of the point. If they can keep that quality going up until you're fighting the 6-pack demon abs, awesome. They did it. But I feel like they could have done that in this. Not that the quality's like dipped big, but like I feel like they blew the exposition load too early, and they could have kept that feeling going up until the finale in this one. But I don't know. Point is, this part's still really fun, still really interesting. I just feel like it could have been a little smoother. I still think these two are the best ones for sure, but I don't mean it in like a really detracting way. I just can't help but be like think about it, right? Like it was a little rough. The whole Maribel thing, not just because it was corny with her standing there with the outfit, but more because they could have really have kept that really clean pacing going for longer and revealed more mysteries. And like they kind of did with the cult thing in the first one, right? Like it came in real slow and the atmospheric, and they figured out stuff as things were escalating. Um, like I said, once you're fighting the six-pack abs, okay, whatever. It's just the final boss. That's a pretty, not a big deal. They even have the Renee stuff there, so it still sells you on that. It's still a great finale. Overall, I just mean like, parts of it. So what were they thinking? I think this has been pretty damn consistent. I wouldn't say it flip-flops hard. I think there's like some blemishes. Like Noelle's a blemish. A little bit of this harem shit's kind of a blemish. The Maribel part, that was probably more of like a fucking bruise, man. Like somebody, somebody. It's a little bit more drastic, but I still think it's really solid. I don't know if I would go so far as say like flip flops, like it's really drastic, but I do have little things for sure. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking about the Trails 2 thing because I mean I agree with what you said. True, yeah. It's definitely the biggest flipping quality in the whole duology. Okay, you're talking about the whole series. Yeah, there's so much good stuff. And see, that was what saved this part too for me. Was like, I mean, I said that last night. Is we have that shitty part with Maribel, and then right after that, you get the Garcia Rossi thing, and I'm like, I'm back in, dude. I'm fucking back in, right? Like, just such a good scene, man. That pays off like the cool Garcia shit. You're getting like a cool set piece with the prison break. You don't know what's going on outside. Just give us less exposition and then like use these scenes to fill out some of that stuff, right? Yeah. I think to this game's benefit, those little bad scenes stand out only because the rest of it is so good. Like I said earlier, you pick out any of these little things, like with Maribel in another JRPG, you probably won't even notice it, right? It'd be very typical. I'd just be like, oh yeah, yep, there's the evil lady. She's gonna exposit at me. Um, but it's more that like just the rest of it's so good that like when it does do the generic shit, it looks way worse than it really is. Oh, Shirley's a bad one too. Shirley's scenes are just so one note, dude. She has no depth, man. And the idea is she's supposed to be this like shocking, like crazy, just wild card. But she's just, I mean, she's like a fucking 12-year-old girl or something. Like and her voice actor is so shrill. She just comes across as like it's like too goofy, man. Like you could make like a younger girl still be like intimidating, but like know when to make her like goofy psycho and know when to like have her like she just always steals every scene she's in a bad way. And every character reacts in the same way, like, oh, she's just so crazy and she's insane. She's so badass. Like every time, and then in her fight, you just like one shot her. It's just she's just not handled the best. She'd be once again in any other JRPG probably. You wouldn't even think that much about her. She's just some crazy yandere, right? But in this, she stands out as being really one-dimensional in a game full of like interesting characters. Her dad is way more interesting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we have psycho characters. We have power levels out the ass. We have child soldiers and shit who are insane, right? Who have like actual depth and have come over, yeah, like Renee and stuff. Yeah, that's the thing is Randy gets way more arc than almost any of the main four in this. And yeah, Shirley, God, she hurts it every time, man. It doesn't help that when Shirley first shows up, it's a fucking like fan service scene, man. She's like groping tits and shit. At the start of SC, I don't remember very well. I'm thinking the entire arc of Renee. I like her entire arc and how she plays in with the family aspect of Joshua and Estelle. I mean, Estelle did get a little annoying sometimes with how just pure and like how just forgiving she was with Renee. But I mean, they did play into Estelle being that way. That's what she does. So it's like with Lloyd, right? Like they own those factors, right? It's not like generic where it's just accepted. They'll like bring up that they're like super pure and super kind of like bullheaded and shit. And like at least they try to own it in that way. Like those are kind of like some of the weird things with Renee, but like I think they've owned it overall pretty good. Yeah, I don't really have like a big. I don't remember thinking it was really rough in 2, but some of my memories of 2 are a little off. Yeah, with 2, I definitely think like one of the. I should probably have music going or something while we're sitting here talking. I think in 2, I was thinking back to what we were talking about. Oh yeah, when they get too much into the when they get a little too much into the power levels and shit like that, it's a bit stupid. Then they in the first game where they were comparing how smart she was and how hardcore Arios McLean was in their conversation, I'm fucking rolling my eyes, dude. At this point, I think those moments are just like fun, goofy shit and trails, kind of like the DP. I think it's just funny, like all of the power level shit, but they bring it up a lot and they do want you to take it somewhat seriously. I think it's cool when they're a little less upfront about it and they kind of just reveal the power levels and stuff through actions and not words. I think I liked it with the Steel Maiden, but she looked different. She was part of a crazy organization. She is like a badass. Like that kind of stuff's cool. That cool design. But yeah, when they're just like, this guy, he's got 20 titles and his power level, they got to keep bringing up Cassius all the time and stuff, you know. You're like whatever. Like it doesn't kill it, but it's more just like I'm getting a laugh out of it at that point. It's just funny. I mean, because I like Chinny shit. I like really over the top stuff. But the thing is, this series is at its best when it's not over the top. When it's like really just small scale, slow pace, just really well put together world building. So it doesn't quite work. Yeah, Ariane Hod, absolutely. I'm all in on the power levels with her. She has presence. Yeah, that's what I mean. Her design and stuff. She has like the thing. She's a part of a crazy organization. You know, they're tying her back in maybe to the Middle Ages and stuff. She has like her knights. They play her up and say she's like giga powerful, but like she's just the Steel Maiden. It helps she's a bad guy, right? When it's with a good guy, that means they can bring them up more often. And then it ends up being like, you know, they'll bring up Cassius every like 2 seconds, right? Like with Ariane Hot, it's like she's just kind of there sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I like when she pulled it out the first time. It's like spinning and shit, right? Like, oh, this is some shitty shit. Yeah, that's good stuff. I do remember you going, yeah, psychololly or something along those lines. Oh yeah, that's because I mean she's super. I mean, when I first playing these games, right? I mean, I don't know how they tick mostly, right? I see a psychololly or whatever. I'm just like, here we go, man. You know, seen it a million times, but she sells it. They figure her out by the end of the third one, and then obviously they cap it off and crossbow. Yeah. I think, like, I really like the first Sky game because it's kind of like Crossbell, where it just builds up the world and the stakes aren't really that high. So that means every little area is really important and interesting because that's your world. That's all you know, right? But by the end of like the first one, the world has gotten bigger and the stakes have gotten bigger. So you go back to the second game, and then they want you to care about episodic stories in a small world or in a small location when you're just kind of like sort of beyond that at that point. I feel like Crossbow handles that so much better because you're the police. Everything is always focused on one city. There might be big stuff happening, but it's always like Crossbell. They're always bringing the side quests back in. It's mostly like the scale might get a little bigger, but like other than the cult, it's not huge. Once it starts getting huge like this, it keeps going and it just keeps going, right? It's not like jumping all over the place, and they'll always try to like have the side quests or the main story kind of like tie in to like the little patrols they're doing or little events happening in the world. Like I feel like they try to always make sure the scale is small enough so that you're always having fun with small scale stuff. You always think it's like important, and I feel like with the second Sky game, I feel like the scale gets too big. So it's hard to really care about some of the small stuff later until they go big again, and then it feels a little generic at that point. But I mean, they sell it because you spend so much time in there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I love these Crossbell games just doing just basic quests, just the little events they have, and just every little story bit, even if it's not a big thing, they like tie in somehow, you know. And I feel like the scale, the size of it all is really important to that, and how they always keep it local enough, right? Because when you think about it, right, like if you're playing Crossbell and there's a quest where you're on the beat or something, and it's gonna, you know, maybe in some small way tie into just like a local person that might have something to do with like a mystery. You imagine a situation like that where, you know, the biggest thing that's happened at that point is just like the cult or something. You could see yourself still being pretty like immersed in it, but imagine if instead you've fucking traveled the entire world and you've killed God and you know everything about the cult and all, you know, the Ouroboros and, you know, all this. You wouldn't care about the small little thing, right? So it's like, I feel like the scale, like that's more extreme, but like the scale, it's a big deal, and I feel like it's something they thought really hard about with Crossbell. I mean, also budget. It helps probably, you know, have everything being like a tight area, but I just think that's part of the strength of these games, is that they tell a story that might have big, huge, you know, ramifications across the entire world, but it's over many games, right? So it's much more easy to be immersed and feel like you're in that viewpoint. You know, in this game even, I mean, maybe to a fault, they're like, yeah, we don't even care, bro. We're fucking gone. We're in the Empire right now. I don't give a shit about this anymore. Like, they're just talking down the story. But like, I don't care that much because, you know, I'm not invested in the whole world. I'm invested in the characters in this city right now, right? And that's generally the scale they've put it at. So when you do get big scale stuff, it feels big because you're used to small, right? So I don't know, it's good. But yeah, with SC, the problem is they raise the stakes a bit, and I think they drop it too far down and then end load it a little too hard. I think if they could find a way like in this one where they could kind of keep raising the stakes a little bit and then take it to the, you know, the floating city, it would have been fine. But that's why I like the third one the most of the original three. It's just like, you know what you're getting into. You know what it's all about. You know, like you're just all in on it. So you're just essentially getting like episodic stories and raw gameplay, and with the focus on just like a couple of characters like having the overarching story. Like, it's very consistent about it, right? I feel like SC is kind of like all over the place. There's just so much good stuff that you have enough faith, investment, the story just pushed through in the bad parts. Oh yeah, for sure. And the thing is, I've never really considered, like, when I've played any of these, just anything that's just like, oh god, you know, this is just too shit, right? So that's something to keep in mind. Like, we might be talking about some of the negatives, but I've never just, like, yeah, had kind of like a crisis of faith with these games. They've always been very entertaining. Like I said, I think the second game was the most I ever was, like, you know, maybe kind of bored with it. They definitely go for a style that I like, or that's at least unique. Hope Cold Steel it keeps it going, man. We'll see. We'll see, man. Everybody, it's like, I know it's probably annoying for people to, you know, keep hearing me talk about Cold Steel in a negative light when I haven't even played it, but like, from just everything you know people talk about, me seeing it around, I feel like I kind of am getting the vibe, and I know it's a vibe I'm gonna not like to a certain extent, because a lot of the things I really like in this, I think, from what a lot of people are saying, is like they flip it, and that, you know, Cold Steel's the opposite. You know, like in this, I'm like, there's some tropes here and there, but like they usually own it, and it's usually like, you know, a small part of shit, right? It's not like the fan service is light, right? They keep like a certain level of world building and, like, I would say almost integrity in the storytelling there, instead of a kind of shameless bullshit. Yeah, oh no, I expect to enjoy them. I expect to have a lot more to talk about critically, for sure, but I expect to enjoy them quite a bit. I expect to get more of the ironic laughter as well. So it should be a good time. But part of me's getting a little sad ahead of time, though, because I do enjoy these a lot. I find them very engaging, and there's plenty of stuff out there that I suppose kind of does this kind of shit, but it's not as often as you get with the more generic RPG storylines and stuff. Not that those are not fun either, but yeah, I kind of hate to see these ones kind of hit Excel in just a few months. Hit Excel is probably gonna be after this. Depends on when Godot finishes RE4 remake. yeah. Yeah, we'll see when I get to Cold Steel. I mean, I'm gonna be really interested now that we've been talking about it so much, but I promised Godot we'd do EO4. Man's been hounding me for like half a year. That'll be the next long game we do. Like, really long game. And I mean, I want to play it, of course. It's the main thing. Starting to get the itch. But yeah, I would like to do CS. We have access. We got the family share going with Rippers, so. Yeah, I'm pretty invested in wanting to know where the story goes. I'm not gonna lie. There is a part of me that is not zero, that is just looking forward to rain memes. I want to be in the know, dude. That's the problem. It's like, I'm looking forward to getting a laugh out of it, but I also feel kind of bad because I kind of want to like, you know, I like the good parts though too, right? I was like, if these are good, I'd like to have those keep going, right? So I hope it doesn't totally lose all of its integrity. But if I can replace some of that with at least ironic humor, that'll be fine. Oh, you haven't done CS4 yet?
おじさ
Didn't
ま
realize.
キーヤちゃんのこと不安なことや心配なことはいくらでもあるのに。
そっか。俺も同じかな。腹がくくれたというか、やるべきことが見えたというか、これもエリーやみんなのおかげだと思う。ありがとう、本当に。
お礼を言うのはこちらの方よ。本当なら不安と焦りで潰れていてもおかしくないのに、あなたがいてくれたから私は今ここでこんな風に立っていることができる。ありがとう。本当にあなたがいてくれてよかった。
エリーお役に立てたのなら光栄かな。少しはリーダーとしてみんなの頼りになれるくらいには成長できたってことか。
あなたはとっくに私たち全員のリーダーよ。でなかったらこんなところまでみんなで来られなかったと思う。でも私が言っているのはそういう意味じゃないわ。今回の事件どう決着したとしてもクロスベルは大変なことになるわ。多分私たち支援家も今のままではいられない。それぞれがそれぞれの力を最大限に活かせるような立場で努力していく必要がある。クロスベルを立て直すために。
ああ、俺はこのまま警察で、ランディは多分国防軍が警備隊に戻ったら協力を要請されるかもしれない。ティオは財団に戻るかもしれないけど、もしかしたら動力ネット方面で、そしてエリーは
有事における行政外交方面での危機管理、多分私に求められるとしたらそういった知識と。
Also excited for Cold Steel because I think they did a really good job, obviously in the Sky Games, but also especially in this, building up the rest of the world. They'll mention some of the cities, like the Holy City and all that, a little bit more, but then they'll mention like the Empire and the Calvary a lot more. You can kind of feel them revving up for the next games. They're giving you a little bit more world building, but not like too much, where you kind of know everything that's going on.
そして私はこれまでの留学でそうした勉強を積み重ねてきたわ。
I wonder how much
今回のような事態に対応できる力を手に入れるために。
そうか。
in the writing they make sure not to get too specific, so that they have room to like wiggle later down the line. Because you gotta imagine if you're making a series that's like one super continuous story, you don't want to like overplay your hand ever. You don't want to hint at too much shit too early. You don't want to like fully like flesh out a country that you might regret later. I think it makes sure that there's like a lot of mystery still in the world, which is good. But it also probably helps with writing. Still good? Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited because they are building it up in this. So. You know, they're talking about clearly events that are going to be in Cold Steel, I imagine. The assassination attempt. The Academy, they've shown sprites for characters. I mean, I don't know where all those will go. Troops and Reen. I'm looking forward to the Reen, dude. I'm looking forward to 100 template reactions a dungeon, I hope. Yeah, I probably should.
本当ならそんな風に言えなきゃダメなんだろうけど、
Or
そう簡単には割り切れないみたいだ。
I could be one of those guys that says I'm gonna skip the third because it's just an epilogue game.
それは
Clearly a game made for losers who don't like to waste their time.
あなたがどう答えるのかだけもう分かってるんでしょ。どうして私が話がしたいって言ったのか。
エリー。
Is he gonna go for it in this one?
最初はさ、 ぼんやりとした憧れだったんだ。
Looks like it.
その子は可憐で凛として、それでいて包容力もあっ
And then he
て、
says it's
出会っ
Noel.
た時からいろんな意味で綺麗な人だなって思った。これでも最初はカッコつけて平気なふりして話していたけど、白状すると
Why not just have this be in the game? And then like just work it into the story. And then have everybody else's scene just pop up in different rooms or something. I don't know, man.
ずっとドキドキしていたんだ。
ロイド、
さすがに1ヶ月もすれば住む世界が違うお嬢様なんて風
And
に
then I
は
rubbed the side of her boobies when I put sunscreen on her, and
その子の同僚であるということは
then everything
俺にとって
changed.
の密かな誇りだった。その子の相談を受けたり、ささやかだけど力になれたのは俺にとって何よりも嬉しかった。そして1年近く経って楽しいことや苦しいことを全部一緒に乗り越えてきて離れ離れになったけど、やっとの思いでまた会えて、今もまた出会った時みたいに、いやそれ以上にドキドキしている。
ロイド、
好きだよ
He's good, man. Whoa.
エリ、仲間として家族としてだけじゃなく、一人の女の子として
Damn.
君が。
ロイド、私もあなたが好き。
Whoa. Even smooch. Damn, he's good, man.
あの時の続き、やっとできたかな。
ずっと待ってた。
ごめん、待たせて。
I didn't watch the IBC videos. I've only seen the Randy one. That's okay. I assume he pushes the romance a little bit more there. Maybe that's dialogue that's remembered from the first game.
たとえ仕事で同じ道を歩けなくなったとしても、ずっと
I love you. I love all you SSS guys. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I mean. He just fucking gets it, man. He's like, you know what? And he even says, like, you know, not just as a family, not as a member of SSS, because he knows that he's been playing that card a lot. He's like, I want to fuck. And he just, boom, he just throws it. He throws it down, man. It's good. Why not just have this be in the game? I don't get it. They could, I mean, she's clearly the romance interest. Even throughout the game, he shows the most interest in her. Noel bros. Yeah, I wonder if it happens with Noel too. We're gonna have to see. That'd be fucked. That would suck. Yeah, that side boob, dude. Oh, that oil session. Awaken the beast within, dude. No, I don't. And that's the good and the bad. It's the good because they don't focus on it enough to detract from the rest of the story. It's the bad because if they are going to even attempt it, they should put it in the story a little bit more. Yeah, that's the problem, is he doesn't have a whole lot of chemistry because the story is usually focused on everything that isn't romance. And whenever it does have romance, it's just like shitty harem limbo kind of dialogue where he's really dense. Seal, what would you want him to get with his stepsister? They make harem jokes about everybody, yeah. I mean, everybody wants a piece, dude. They do a lot in the first game. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, she needs a guy replacement, man. Gonna fuck his brother. Yeah, exactly. I think they needed to pick a clear line with her, build it a little bit more, have that be part of her character development, the romance stuff, and tie into her political everything with the McDowells. Or just cut most of it and just have them be like a family, right? It wouldn't be much to cut. You just cut some of the shittiest little trope harem limbo scenes. It's not even a big deal. make those scenes more about camaraderie and family and stuff. You know, they can be the mother father unit, but you know, in essence, or the big brother sister or something. Like, you could just I feel like you could easily just cut a lot of it. And you know the reason it's there is fan service, man. Like, and that's what sucks. That's what sucks. And that's what you don't want to see, because the series is usually a lot better than just that. But like, it's fan service, man. Those kinds of harem limbo things like that's fan service. The thing is, though, they don't, unless Noelle gets one, they don't go all the way with the fan service, which is part of what makes it fine. He doesn't romance everybody. Well, okay, he romanced Tio, kind of, as far as they'd allow it to happen. Luckily, Erixia didn't get anything, but we'll see what happens with Noelle here. I shouldn't get. Let's find out, man. Point is, though, it's like, it's fan service, which at its core, you can make good stuff that's fan service, right? Like a Hyrule Warriors is fan service. But it wears it on its sleeve. It owns it. It knows what it's doing. But when it's like a good VN and you have to throw some sex in it, or if it's like this and you have to force like some fan servicey romance or something, I feel like it hurts like the integrity of the whole thing. It's not that it's wrong in its own right. It's that it's like a half-assed attempt at something that like clearly stands out like a sore thumb. And I think that hurts like the overall quality. And I think that's where people are more annoyed with those kinds of tropes and fan service bits with harem limbo. It's like, I don't hate harems. I don't hate like tropes on their own. It's just how they own it and weave it in. And yeah, I think they could have. There's a couple ways they could have done it better in this. I don't think they did. Right, everybody's favorite character. Let's go. She's really sure of herself, but then she stutters when Lloyd's there. Just throw her off, dude. I mean, she's been the second most pushed romance interest, right? Almost from the minute Noelle meets them, she's already in, man. Or she wants to be in. So, I feel like if they're gonna have another romance person, it's her, even though there is fucking zero chemistry, man. Yeah, I hope Lloyd tells her no. I would respect that if they pull a Joshua. But the thing that would kill me is like, like if you're gonna do harem limbo and then you're gonna actually have different scenes where like he could like he's gonna talk to them, like go all the way and have him actually romance all of them. Like, if you're not going to do that and make it so that he picks one of them, then what was the point of the fucking harem limbo bond choice thing in the first place, right? Because it doesn't end up being like a fan service thing where you pick your girl, right? Or you pick your bud or something, you know? Like a persona. It just ends up being like, you know, like it could have just fit in the story, right? He just picks one, like it was SC or something. We'll see. I'm talking more about it. It hasn't even happened yet. I feel like there's more romantic chemistry between Noelle and her own fucking sister, dude. Some of those side quests in the first game were pretty like, whoa. There's a little something extra going on here, man. That's the thing. It's like, man, if they go for the fucking romance here, dude, there's nothing, dude. All it is just like raw fan service dialogue. Like, that's how little Lloyd and her have, man. I could see her own fucking sister, man, before I could see her. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, Noelle's just the weakest character anyways. Almost in the whole thing, man. Out of like your actual like sprite characters. True.
ただ大きな流れに従うだけで自分がいかに警備隊っていう狭い世界でしか生きてなかったかって思い知らされました。せっかく支援課に出向する機会を指令がくださったのに。
それは誰だって同じさ。俺だってキーヤやみんなのことがなければ大きな流れに逆らえなかったと思う。もともと大それたことができるような性格じゃないしね。
とてもそうは思えないんですが、そうじゃなかったら君は俺がもらうなんて。
Oh, you'll be all mine.
なんでもありません。
いずれにしても大切なのはきっかけがあるかどうかだと思う。そして君はそのきっかけをつかんで俺たちと共にいてくれている。それが正しいことなのかどうかは俺が決めるわけにはいかないけど、すごく助かっているし、何よりも嬉しいよ。
ロイドさん、落ち着いてノエルシーカー。演習の時みたいに迅速かつ的確な状況判断と指揮のコントロールを。
そういえば何か俺に頼みがあるって言ってたけど、何なのかな。
はい、それなんですけどその変なことを聞きますけど、ロイドさんってお付き合いしている人がいたりしますか？
Oh, Jesus.
いえ、深い意味とかじゃなくて、そうだ、フランとどうなのかなって話してて。
ああ、なるほど。そういう話、女の子は好きそうだもんな。残念ながら今はいない。
Is he gonna go for
周り
it?
にいい子がいっぱいいるのにちょっと不甲斐ないけどね。
そんなわざとじゃないよね。でしたらこれをしばらく預かっていただけませんか？
これってクロスペル警備隊の認識タグかい？
はい。
Give some her dog tags.
国防軍に切り替わった時にいらなくなったものですけどなんとなく捨てられ。
He's like, I don't want your dog tags. Like, I'll see you tomorrow. Get ready for that battle. Just fucking goes back in. That'd be so good, dude. Or he takes them and then she walks by the wastebasket. They're in there. Just tosses it.
ずっと持っていたものなんです。
そっか。でもどうして俺に？
正直明日の作戦は厳しいものになると思います。もし私に何かあった時に、いえ無事任務を遂行できるよう験担ぎに持っていてほしいんです。
ノエル、分かった。喜んで預からせてもらうよ。
ありがとうございます。
別に礼を言われるようなことじゃないさ。それにノエルも俺たちと一緒に行動するわけだし、くれぐれもピンチの時に自分一人が犠牲になろうだなんて思わないでくれよ。
I'll wait until it's done.
どうして？
そのくらいわかるさ。さっきも言ったように俺たちを捕まえたことについては全く気に病む必要はない。あくまで支援課の仲間として一緒についてきてほしいんだ。
ロイドさん。
Why not just put these scenes in the game?
しかし自分のタグを誰かに
I have something to say, but I have to see if they go with the romance route.
なんだか恋人同士の習慣みたいだな。ノエル、もしかしなくてもそういう意味だったりする？そっか。 その返事になるかどうかわからないけど、これを預かっててくれないか。
I thought he was gonna shut her down, dude.
それってクロスベル警察の。
一応現職の警察官だから自分で身につけておくべきものだけど、この事件が解決するまではノエルに持っていてほしいんだ。その後に改めて俺の方から申し込ませてほしい。
I was really hoping he wouldn't do it. Yeah. I was really hoping he wouldn't do it, because then I'd be like, if they're gonna be consistent and he's gonna pick one girl, because with the TO thing you could just say it's her crush and he didn't go for it. You could see that happening still. But like, if they just picked one of them, then why not just have all these scenes in the game? Because they would be consistent with each other. You could tune this one a bit, right? Just cut out the part where he realizes it and then he just walks off with the tags. I mean, he didn't even tell her for sure. He just was kind of leading her on here, but like, yeah. It's not even like he went all in on romance with anybody but Ellie, right? Ellie, he was like, boom, you know? And I feel like they almost wanted it that way so that Ellie was like the actual choice. But then, like, why even have the fan service choose your girl bits? We just don't know. Anyway. Oh, my screen's freaked out. Oh my god, that's one of the trophies? That means you have to get it with everybody. Is Wazzy the, like, lowest one? What the? %. Oh, really? Yeah, where's Dudley, dude? I was really hoping he'd be in the fight. He'd be in the final party with us, like it's an SC thing where just everybody's here. Well, I was gonna just stop for the night. There's supposed to be music.
作戦を開始する。
Yeah, I figured, you know, I could pick one, so I just went all in on Randy until I realized Wazzy had one.
クロスベル警備隊所属、独立解放部隊、および新郎部隊。
Well, I guess we don't have much choice now. We'll just keep going for a little bit.
オープンコンバット。
I mean, I could just skip through the Wazzy scene tomorrow and then we get started. Is it pretty non-stop for a while? Or will I get like a break in an hour or something? Whew. An hour or two. I saved before I talked to Wally, right? I might just, because I kind of want to go to bed a little early. I might just... When did I get up? On 11 streaming. Yeah, I might stop now. Maybe we'll have like some really exciting shit to start with. Cause yeah, I mean I'm at 10 hours today. We just had like a huge bunch of conversations about stuff, so it felt like it was a nice stopping bit. That's all non-stop, yeah. I think I'll just skip through the Wazzy thing tomorrow real quick. I don't know if I'll be able to finish tomorrow though. Probably got done with less than I thought today. Not that I know how much is left. I don't care if we finish tomorrow or not. Really, I'll just keep it rolling, but I still need to do all the cooking and stuff, which will probably be like, depending on if I have to grind like an hour or shit, probably. And then any other bonus stuff. But yeah, after all that chit chatting, we kind of removed ourselves from the flow a bit, so I feel like this might be a good time. I'm excited to see what this is, though. Yeah, I think maybe I'll end it there. I guess I just put it on rest. Look at Dudley in the back, dude. You can see him back there. He's got his shirt off. They show Randy with this gun, though, which is kind of spoilery. They show Rixia pretty much ass out, too. What the hell? Perfect, though, that Noelle just, like, is covered by the fucking thing, though. Oh, I plan on it. I've been doing that nonstop already, and that's kind of my thing. Is why I'm like, I don't know. I don't care if we finish tomorrow or not, because I'm gonna talk to everybody. I'm very curious what the people think of the choices that are gonna happen, because I'm sure we'll be able to talk to everybody in Crossbell. There's supposed to be the last cooking recipe. I think it was at the bottom of the black market area, but you have to go to wrote up a little guide. It said that you have to buy Sunshine Agnes Chapter 14 to get down there. I hope that doesn't mean I need all of Sunshine Agnes to get the cooking recipe. So we won't be getting all the cooking then, which that'll make it nice and easy because I just won't have to think about it. But yeah, we'll see. Other than that, I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch to do in the town and talk to people. And clearly, we got a couple more quests or something. I need to get the rest of my DP. I mean, we didn't get the Steel Maiden DP, but I'm not going to spend time prepping for that anyway, so 5 DP lost. I feel like we'll still be fine. Anywho, yeah, I think it's just a good stopping point. So. Thank you folks for chit-chatting. I'll be back, and I don't know. I'm feeling like I just kind of want to go to bed a little early today. So. How do I start making some of that? Make that pork loin. I'll be back in probably like 10 hours or it could be 12 hours. We'll see if I can get to bed early. Anyway, I'll catch you folks later. Tomorrow might be the last day. I don't know how much is left. I feel like we're revving up, but I feel like there also could be more going on. I mean, I expect there to be a final dungeon, of course, which will probably be, lengthy, a lot of cutscenes. We're gonna have this bit. I got a lot of characters to meet back up with. There's an Orcus Tower dungeon. Surely we do some in the Geofront again. I'm trying to think what else. I mean, so there's probably gonna be a fair bit left. So. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.